Shalom, his brother Nashan, New Wine Congregation of Israel, coming at you with a real quick lesson. Just want to talk about something real basic, right? Through the Spirit, all praises to the Most High. Brother's been going in about the basic things today, right? Which inspired me to put something basic up for the edification of Israel, Lord willing, right? So I want to talk about, is Jesus God, right? Let's get a precept. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 6. It says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Right? So right here, this scripture calls, this is of course a prophecy about who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. It's a prophecy saying that he will be called the Mighty God. All right. It says the Everlasting Father. All right. Because why? He is to us a father. To the nation of Israel, he is a father. And to the nation of Israel, he is the mighty God. All right. The scripture says it plainly. He is the mighty God. All right. Now, does that mean that he and the Most High God are the same person? Absolutely not. Right. Let's go to the book of Colossians. What you have to understand is that the word God just means power. All right. It just means power. All right. Let's go to Colossians real quick. So he is our God. He is our power, right? Colossians chapter 1 and verse 15. It says, who is the image of the invisible God? All right. So Christ, or Yahweh Shah, is the image of the invisible God. It's like if I got a son, my son will look just like, I got a son that looks just like me. All right. If when he gets my age, you probably won't be able to tell the difference between he and I in some respects, other than knowing that I'm an old man and he's a younger man. All right. And then you have me with my father. When I seen a picture of my father, I looked just like him. I thought it was a picture of me, right? They had to let me know that's a picture of your dad. So just like I look like my dad, it says here that Christ, it says, is the image of the invisible God. Okay, it says the firstborn of every creature. That's what it means when it says he's the only begotten. Okay, he's the only thing that came directly from the Most High God. He's the only begotten of the Father. Everything else, right? It says, verse 16, for by him, by Jesus, or Yahweh Shah rather, were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. That word powers there means God. All right. It says all things were created by him and for him, and he is before all things, and by him all things consist. All right. Verse 18, it says, and he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. All right. He has the preeminence. Verse 19, for it pleased the Father that in him should all fullness dwell. Right. So all fullness dwells in Yahweh Shah, who the world calls Jesus. Okay. So it's putting a clear distinction, a clear line right there between God, the Most High God, and Jesus, our God, because he is our God, right? Let me get one more precept. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, and I'm going to get verse 24. It says, then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to God. So Christ is going to deliver up the kingdom to God. So they can't be the same, right? There's a lot of precepts that you could get to disqualify the doctrine of the Trinity. But here is saying that in the end, right? When he goes back to the Father, he's going to deliver up the kingdom to God, to his Father. It says, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign, Christ must reign, till he have put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. For he hath put all things under his feet. But when he saith all things are put under him, after he defeats death, after there's no more nations, it's just Israel. It's just righteousness on the earth. It is manifest that he is accepted, which did put all things under him. And when all things shall be subdued unto him, when Christ, Yahushua, subdues everything, it says, then shall the Son also himself be subject unto him that put all things under him. He's going to be subject to the Father, right? It says that God may be all in all, that the Father, the Most High God, may be all in all, right? So hopefully that was edifying. Most High willing, you got something out of it, and you're able to understand that there's a difference between the Most High God, Yahweh, right? He has no beginning, no end, and the Son, right? The Son, the only begotten Son who came from the Father, right? It's your brother Nahshon, New Wine Congregation in Israel. Kwam Yashala. Shalom, y'all.